You know that feeling when you almost did something, applied for that job, talked to that person, started that project, but then you stopped yourself? And you told yourself, maybe later. I'm not ready yet. What if it doesn't work out? So you stayed where you were. Safe, comfortable. Here's the thing nobody tells you. That feeling of safe? It's not protecting you, it's trapping you, and the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to leave. Today we're talking about your comfort zone, what it actually is, why your brain is addicted to it, and how to break out of it, for real this time. Most people think the comfort zone is just being lazy, or not trying hard enough. But that's not it. Your comfort zone is a psychological state, a mental space where everything feels familiar, predictable, and low risk. Your brain loves this place, because uncertainty feels like danger. And your brain's number one job is to keep you alive and safe. So every time you try to do something new, something uncomfortable, your brain sends a signal. Stop, this is risky, go back, and most of the time, you listen. The problem isn't that your brain is broken. The problem is that your brain is still running on survival mode, in a world where growth, not survival, is what actually matters. Here's what nobody talks about. Staying in your comfort zone feels like doing nothing, like you're just existing. Safe, but comfort zone isn't neutral. It has a price. Every day you stay inside it, your world gets smaller. The opportunities you don't take, they expire. The skills you don't build, they fall behind. The version of yourself you could become, it waits. There's a concept in psychology called optimal anxiety. The idea is that you actually perform best just outside your comfort zone, not far outside, not deep in panic, but just at the edge. That slight stretch? That's where growth lives. But most people never get there. Because uncomfortable feels like wrong. And wrong feels like stop. Here's what makes the comfort zone so dangerous. It doesn't always look like fear. Sometimes it looks like being realistic. I'm just being practical. Not everyone can do that. Sometimes it looks like waiting. I'll do it when I'm more prepared. When the timing is right. Sometimes it looks like being busy. I don't have time right now. Maybe next month. Sound familiar? These aren't logical thoughts. They're escape routes. Your brain dressed up fear in a business suit and called it common sense. And the scariest part? The longer you stay, the more normal it feels. Until one day you stop noticing the walls at all. Solution 1. Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a myth. Nobody who ever did something great felt completely ready before they started. They started anyway, and the readiness came after, not before. Think about learning to swim. You don't get comfortable in water by reading about it. You get comfortable by getting in. The same is true for everything. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. So the next time you're waiting to feel ready, that's your cue. That discomfort you feel? That's not a warning sign. That's a green light. Solution 2. The 1% stretch. You don't need to make a massive leap. You need to make a small one, consistently. Think of it like this. Your comfort zone is a circle. Every time you do something slightly outside it, that circle expands. Little by little, one small stretch per day. One uncomfortable conversation. One new thing you try. One time you say yes when fear says no. That's it. 1% better. 1% braver. Every single day. Over time, what used to terrify you becomes normal. And your normal becomes something your old self could never have imagined. Solution 3. Reframe what uncomfortable means. Here's a mindset shift that changes everything. Most people feel discomfort and think, this is wrong, I should stop. What if instead, you thought, this is growth, I should continue? Because that's actually what's happening. When you feel nervous before doing something new, that's your body activating. Getting ready, it's not a stop sign. It's fuel. Athletes know this. Performers know this. The butterflies before a big moment? That's not fear. That's energy. And you get to choose what you do with it. Start labeling discomfort as a signal of progress, not a reason to retreat. Solution 4. Make expansion a system, not a feeling. Motivation fades, feelings change. That's why you can't rely on them. Instead, build a system. Pick one area of your life where you feel the most stuck. Career, relationships, health, creativity, whatever it is. Then ask yourself, what is one thing I've been avoiding in this area that I know would move me forward? Write it down, schedule it, give it a deadline, and tell someone about it, Accountability changes everything. You're not waiting for courage anymore. You're creating conditions where action becomes inevitable. So here's where I leave you. Your comfort zone isn't your home. It's a holding room, and you've been there long enough. You don't have to make a giant leap today. You just have to take one step, one uncomfortable, slightly scary, totally worth it step, in the direction of the person you actually want to become. Because that person? They're not waiting for the right moment. They're waiting for you. If this hit different for you today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment telling me one thing you've been avoiding. I'd genuinely love to know. See you in the next one.